Hello. You're listening to KDVS Davis 90.3 FM. My name is Cosmos.
And I'm Habibi.
And you are listening to The Answering Machine. We're going to be taking over for the next hour from 1 to 2 p.m. Playing all kinds of good stuff. We got some jazz fusion, some funk, some art rock. Habibi, I'm not quite sure what...
Well, today I just kind of went for the rainy day vibes. A little jazz, a little bossa nova, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. I got some Ethiopian tracks. I got some Arabic tracks. So, yeah.
Awesome, yeah. And, sorry for starting a few minutes late. We had some technical difficulties as we are trying to set up sort of a camera situation in the studio right now to record this show for our lovely volunteers to give them a little bit of a shadowing experience.
Mm-hmm.
So if there are any other technical difficulties like that in the future, please forgive us. But, we're trying to make a little educational video right now.
Yeah. Me and Cosmos are the staff devs here at the station, and we train all the new DJs. So we're making this video, showing them how to use the board, how an air brake works, how music works, what music is, the concept of radio.
The concept of music. How to explain what music is.
What is a note? Yeah. What is a genre? We'll be getting into all of that and more here on The Answering Machine.
On KDVS 90.3 FM. Thank you so much for listening. Our first song that we got started that we'll dive right into, this is Watermelon Man by Herbie Hancock off his album Headhunters. Just some really tight, funky jazz fusion. Hope you enjoy it. We'll throw that on and play one other song, and Habibi and I will be back in a bit. Thank you so much for listening, and please stay tuned.
We'll be back. What's up, guys? It's me, Chris. Here's Nick. And we're here once again in Studio B, and we'll be doing a show for you guys. A little tutorial just to show you how to talk on air, how the board works, just general knowledge that you'll need to know once you have your own radio show. So without getting too much into it, how about we just show you what it's all about?
Hope you enjoy.
All right. Now we're going to show you guys how to cue up a vinyl.
So basically, I'm trying to play the last song on this side right here. So basically, you're just gonna very gently try and place it roughly where you think the track starts, and then what you're gonna want to do is
and now it's ready to be played.
We're
getting a phone call. Oh no. Well, let's get this in action. Here's Nick answering a phone call.
Hello, KDVS. This is Cosmos. Hi, Denise. It's by Snakefinger. Snakefinger, and that's off the album Chewing Hides the Sound. Yeah, he was a pretty weird guy from the 70s and 80s. He worked a lot with the Residents, if you're familiar with them. Yeah. So I found. All right. So if you wanted to play a vinyl, what you would do is you would come over here, you would come to one of the turntables, stick the vinyl that you wanted to play on any of them, and then, for this example, we're using Brian Eno's Before and After Science. For this example, say you wanted to play the last track on side A or something, you would just grab the stylus, put it roughly where you think the song is going to be starting. You can see there's grooves that sort of demarcate where the different songs stop and start, but it doesn't have to be exact. You can kind of guess at it at first. And then to get it exactly where you want it, what you're going to do is you're going to go over here to the column that says monitors. You're going to hit Q, right? So that's program, that's Q. So now what it's doing is over the monitors, instead of playing what's going out over on the air, it's just going to be playing what's set to Q. And each of these different sliders you can see right here has a Q button on top of it. So for turntable 1, we would hit Q as well. And then you can kind of hear... And then after that, you would just hit play. And you can hear it playing over the monitors, but it's not necessarily playing it over the air.
You want to switch back to what's on air?
Yeah. So here, you can hit pause. And then once you have it where you want, you would just turn off the cue and then go back to program. update just the library queue really quick. Oh, Chris. It's rainy day music.
Rainy day music, man. Another panorama of the stew, just for anyone who hasn't gone on a tour yet. Track is right there for you. So what you're gonna do during your show, like any good DJ does, is add the name of your tracks to the library site right here, as Nick is doing. Being a good DJ. Make sure you add the artist, the song, and the album when you're adding your tracks. Nick's putting them in order.
Right there, yeah. Perfect.
And that's all there is to it. So here we are in the middle of our show now, and we've been using the board this whole time. Might as well get you acquainted with it. So right now we have the cart slider up. Cart plays anything that's on the computer. Right now we're playing this track off Spotify, and it's about to end. Here's what I like to do when the song is ending, even if I'm playing off the computer. I'll fade it out anyway, just for the heck of it. And then when the next song is ready, I'll fade it in just a little bit. And this is nice on the computer, just so you can kind of give a sense of a transition that you don't necessarily get with online. It's a great song. Just to get you a little bit too loud. So you see here the VU meter is super loud. So you don't want it to be going into the red like that. I moved it too high. So what I do now is just turn it down a little bit. And now you see it's just barely touching the red when it peaks, which is exactly what you want. Anyway, I'll get you acquainted with these other sliders. Here's microphones 1 and 2. So when these are on, it stops the monitors. So be aware of that. If you ever think that there's dead air, there's really not most of the time. But mic 1 applies to the right one, mic 2 to the left one. It's a little confusing, but you'll get used to it. Here are the 3 CD players. CDs 1, 2, and 3. They line up. These two don't do nothing. I don't think I've ever touched these sliders in my life.
I'm pretty sure they're broken.
They're probably broken, yeah. I mean,
yeah.
Cart, computer, like I said. And here are the 3 turntables. Turntable 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, and 3 over there. And you might notice this is the one we used to play Brian E notes a second ago. MD, don't actually know what MD does.
I don't either.
Never used this one.
No.
Don't worry about this one. It's mini disc. Oh, that's for that thing down there. That's what it's for. Which
I've never heard of a single
Yeah.
person using a mini disc at the station.
Maybe 20 years ago was the last time.
Probably.
The phone, if you ever happen to take a phone live on air, or a phone call rather, which doesn't really happen, but if you ever do, like for a PA show or something, this controls the volume for the telephone. Tape, if you play cassette, which also I've never heard of, people doing as of recently at least. And then Studio A. This one you might remember me mentioning that it plays the pre-recorded shows. And that's just on a computer over there in Studio A. You turn this one up, and then, as it says here, pre-recorded programming. And then the last 3, you won't really have to worry about, but if you're a DJ who does live mixing, then external input is gonna be what you use to control that volume. And like we showed earlier, this knob right here is the monitor volume, so we can be completely quiet. Or watch this. So that's a great dial right there.
And then also, so you can see right there that I have my own personal headphones sort of plugged in. There's 2 different headphone jacks right here that you can use for like earbuds or headphones, whatever you have that you bring with you to sort of listen. And then you can also use this headphones monitor or like dial right there to adjust the volume that's going through your headphones. And that can be really handy to listen to, especially when you're doing an air break. So that way you can kind of hear how you sound over the air.
Exactly.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Just up a little bit. Wait for a cool time to come in. Yo, you're listening to KDVS Davis 90.3 FM, The Answering Machine, with me, Habibi.
And myself, Cosmos.
And we just played some fire tracks for you. We hope you enjoyed. And I'll get into what you just heard. That last song you heard was a little bit hard to pronounce, so forgive me, but it is called Altelei Yeshegnem by Alemayehu Esheti, and that is an Ethiopian track. And I love it. I only found that a few days ago, but I've really been getting into like Ethiopics and like a lot of the music coming out of North Africa and stuff like that. Ethiopia isn't quite North Africa, but African music lately I've been really getting into Saharan rock, stuff like that. So yeah, I love that track. Before that was the Ultimate Rainy Day Vibe, Ricord Andoti by Piero Imuliani. Amazing Italian jazz musician, Piero Emiliani. Very underrated in the world of international jazz music, in my opinion. But anyway, before
it was sad but comforting.
It was
at the same time,
just like the rain. This is the rainy day special, after all. If I haven't said that already.
Yeah.
But before that was Brian Eno, of all people. He was doing King's Lead Hat, the 2004 digital remaster off Before and After Science.
Yeah, and that is sort of it's like a tamer art rock record by Brian Eno standards. There's a lot of just more like sort of soft, minimal, poppy kind of ballads on there. But that track in particular I really like because it's sort of got like, it shows just how much like Brian Eno rubbed shoulders with people like David Bowie, for instance. Because I think this album came out around the same time as like Low and Heroes and just all of those like sort of albums like Bowie was doing, where it was like very much like 70s rock, but like just a lot more like zany and experimental and out there, which makes it fun, in my opinion.
Definitely a very fun track.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed that. Up next, we have even more heat on this rainy day special. Also, for those of you listening, our volunteers watching the video right now can't hear it, but playing behind us right now is Si or No by Leclerc. Amazing jazzy track that, Nick, if you could hear it right now, you'd enjoy it too. But
I'm sure I would.
yeah, great track. But yeah, without some further ado,
coming up next we have Senatov. This is a very like experimental rock group. This is by the band This Heat off of their album Deceit. Clocking in about 5 minutes, and then we'll have another track right after that. Thank you so much for listening to The Answering Machine right here on KDVS. My name is Cosmos.
And I'm Habibi. Hope you enjoy. And before we get into that, if you'd like to reach our line, you can call 530-754-KDVS. Again, that's 530-754-KDVS. Hit our line with any suggestions, comments, concerns, or just kind words, because we always like that. Anyway, without further ado, here's This Heat. So I'm going to show you how to cue up a CD. Here we have the Ecstatic Music of Alice Coltrane, which you have to play. I'm just playing. But anyway, you come hit eject, pull out the CD, put it on. And now it's in. We're going to be playing track 6, Journey to Sachi Madanda. No, wait. Journey to Sachi...
Sachidananda.
I skipped a syllable. Anyway, that is track 6. So I'm gonna come to this dial and then go to track 6, and you'll see right here that is now track 6. It is an 11-minute song. We'll do something about that. You don't have to play the whole thing, but this is the essential part that you have to know.
It's like an extended version because the original is like 6 minutes.
Yeah. But here's what you do. So you notice that this song is about to end. Always be aware of your time, and then pretty much what you want to do is kind of fade it in, because we're going from one medium to another. But before you play a CD, what you always have to do... Sorry, I'm waiting for the song to go. You got to hit this button first, the flashing one. So I'm going to go ahead and start it pretty soon here. Sorry, DJ timing, So I'm going to start it now, and then we're going to go to the board. I'm going to hit CD 1 on, and then... And that's really all there is to it. It's all about the slide, all about hitting this button.
Beautiful.
Hell yeah.
Hello, you're listening to KDVS Davis 90.3 FM. My name is Cosmos.
And I'm Habibi, and this is The Answering Machine.
That has been today's show, our rainy day special.
The Rainy Day Special.
Thank you so much for listening. We had a really good time. Habibi, do you want to list those last 2 tracks off really quick?
Yeah, what you just heard was Miss Morale by Benny Sings. Oh, I think we got another track going. Miss Morale by Benny Sings. Great track, a little rainy day vibe for you before we sign out here. And before that was Izawila by Zayd and the Wings. I can't really see the album from here.
That's Baleke?
Baleka, yeah.
Baleka.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, the monitor's all the way over there. But great track, a little Arab indie, I guess you can call that. But we are running out of time. So this has been a great show. The volunteers are gonna love it. This video we're shooting.
Definitely.
So yeah, we'll be on sometime soon. The Answering Machine in another reincarnation. Up next, we have Boomstyle Radio with Static Ilone, whose sticker I have on my computer. So yeah. So stay tuned for that if you'd like. And yeah, more fire from KDVS up to come.
Most definitely. And this last track that we'll be signing off with is Dilam. This is off of the album Modern Persian Speech Sounds by
Omid Walizadeh.
Omid Walizadeh.
And yeah, amazing track. Hope you enjoy. And hope you enjoy Boomstyle Radio. And hope you enjoy your rainy day.
Yeah. We'll be signing off. Have a good Friday.
Have a good Friday. God bless.